do the sex.
Today's Masturbation Monday topic is butthole sunning, also known as perineum sunning, also known as butt-chugging sunlight, and the more sophisticated solar anus therapy. This new trend has people turning their private parts to the sun in hopes of a little extra shine. So why are people participating in this activity? Well, proponents of butthole sunning claim that just a few minutes of exposing your nethers to the sun can increase your energy, boost your levels of creativity, help you sleep better, and even improve your libido. Some say just a couple of moments can equal a full dose of caffeine without the crash. But what does science and the medical community have to say about this practice? In this episode, we are going to go over the origins of this practice, the science behind the supposed benefits, and of course, I'll cover the risks. Because let's be honest, the last thing you want or need is a sunburn in places that don't normally see the light of day. And by the end of this episode, you'll have some science-backed things you can do to your perineum and the surrounding area that will truly recharge your life, more specifically, your sex life. So let's get ready to talk about sunning your asshole. Cheers. So what is perineum sunning? Perineum sunning is a modern wellness practice that has roots in ancient Taoist traditions. Taoism, a philosophy originating in ancient China, emphasizes the balance and flow of energy within the body. In Taoist practices, exposing certain parts of the body to the sun was supposed to enhance vitality, balance energy, and promote overall well-being. This practice has been revived and rebranded by wellness influencers and social media personalities as a way to absorb solar energy through the perineum, the place between your genitals and your anus. Proponents of butthole sunning claim that just a few minutes of sun on this very special area can have significant health benefits. But according to the medical community, there is little scientific evidence to back up the claims of the benefits of sunning your butthole. While it's true that sunlight is crucial to the production of vitamin D and can improve your mood significantly by increasing your serotonin levels, there is no evidence to support the idea that these benefits are specific to sun shining on the perineum. Most medical professionals remain skeptical about the supposed benefits of butthole sunning, and some even go so far as to say that the risks outweigh the unsubstantiated benefits. So what are the benefits of sunning your perineum, according to the people who do support and believe in this concept? First, some practitioners of perineum sunning believe that sun exposure to this specific area of your body is going to boost your energy more efficiently than sun on other parts of your body. Second, advocates of butthole sunning think that it helps regulate your circadian rhythms, and as a result, you sleep better. Third, the practice of solar anus therapy is said to increase your sexual energy and libido. Fourth, like general sun exposure, butthole sunning is thought to elevate your mood by increasing serotonin production. And finally, some even suggest that perineum sunning can increase your mental clarity and elevate your creativity. So let's talk about the risks of perineum/butthole sunning. Basically, the biggest risk there is getting a sunburn in your most private and delicate of parts. And that, of course, can lead to a whole bunch of problems. Now, it has been suggested that you can put sunscreen on your perineum. If you are someone who has a vulva, vagina, I highly, highly suggest you do not do this, simply because it can set off your pH balance, and that would then lead to the added risk of having a yeast infection or a BB, and fuck that. Just fuck that. So basically, the risk is pretty low when it comes to butthole sunning, aka perineum sunning, aka solar anus therapy, if you go about it right. So here's a quick step-by-step for going about your first or next perineum sunning experience. Step 1, find the right location. So you may want it to be private, although there are groups of people who go about butthole sunning all together. So you can also look for a community. I'm pretty sure you can find one on Reddit or maybe even some local meetups. I cannot substantiate that claim. Facebook groups, you can find everything there. If you're not going to participate in a group situation, just find a place in your backyard, maybe on your roof, I don't know, where somebody who is not interested in seeing your brown star won't have to. Step 2, it's really important to make sure that you're doing this at the right time of day. So the right time of day is when the sun's rays aren't at the strongest and you're not going to risk scorching your butt or your perineum or your pussy or your balls or any of those very, very delicate and important areas. The general consensus is that the best time of day to sun your perineum is in the early morning hours, but any time from 10 to say 4, 5, or 6 in the summer is not wise. It's just you're increasing your risk of a lot of pain and peeling and even blistering. It's also important to note that if you're going to start this practice, you want to start it in very short bursts of time. So the first time you do it, you're only going to sun for maybe 30 seconds, and then you can slowly work up to 1 or 2 minutes. If you want, you can increase your time, but make sure you don't go into the overexposure zone. So now you've got your place worked out, you've got the amount of time worked out, you've got the time of day worked out. You're going to want to get into position. The position is basically the happy baby yoga pose. You're going to lay on your back with your knees pulled up. If you're on my YouTube channel, I'll do a little bit of a demonstration for you. You're going to want to either hold your knees or, if you're flexible enough, grab your feet, lean back, and let the sun shine where it's never shone before. All right, you're in position. Final step, relax, breathe, feel the warmth, and set your intention for this practice. What do you want to get out of it? Focus on that and meditate. So how does butthole sunning end? Well, once it starts to feel a little warm down there, or you've reached your time limit of your safe zone, you're going to go ahead, release your legs, lay down for a moment, relax, breathe, enjoy the sunlight, and then you can get up and go about your day. Some suggest that you add moisture or aloe to your perineum afterwards. Again, if you have a vagina or a pussy, please make sure to only use pH-balanced products because, again, getting a little sun in your private parts is not more important than avoiding pH that's off balance. The bottom line when it comes to butthole sunning is that the advocates and experts disagree on whether or not it has any effect at all on your overall health and well-being. The good news is I've got a couple of awesome expert-backed activities you can participate in that are going to enhance your overall sexual health and wellness and improve your sex life. So here they are. Number 1, pelvic floor exercise. It's also known as Kegels. They increase your pelvic strength, which improves your sexual function, your orgasm intensity, and your overall sexual pleasure. Number 2, perineum massage might be a good alternative to perineum sunning. Massaging the perineum area is not only a fun, sexy activity that you can do with your partner, it increases blood flow to the area, which can help loosen the muscles and make sex more pleasurable, especially for vulva owners, but it can also make it easier to orgasm and to feel the wonderful sensations, that you feel during intimate intercourse. Number 3, Biofeedback therapy. This kind of therapy uses electronic devices to help people gain better control over their pelvic floor muscles. It can be beneficial for improving muscle coordination and sexual function. Warm sitz baths are another great alternative to butthole sunning. The warm sitz bath can relieve any tightness in that area of the body and increase blood flow to the perineum, the anus area, and the vagina, making sexual pleasure far more accessible. Warm sitz baths are also really useful for any injuries you may have to that area, whether from childbirth or really, really vigorous sex. And finally, whether or not you decide to participate in perineum sunning, you should definitely look into health and wellness products, lubes, lotions, sprays, and more that are specifically meant for that area of your body. There are a lot of different products out there and lubricants that are going to be key to keeping that skin healthy and safe, especially during intimacy. So make sure to get educated on what they are. Of course, if you scroll down and you sign up for my e-newsletter, I will make sure that you get all of the information you need on the best lubes, lotions, and sprays for vulval health, for the health of your perineum, your anus, and of course, your whole genital area. If you have any questions about butthole sunning, feel free to scroll down and leave a comment in the comment section of this YouTube video if you're watching me on YouTube, or if you are on the audio version of this episode, you always can scroll down, click on the speak pipe below, send me a voicemail, send me an email at annette@talksexwithannette.com. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns or want help with your intimate life, I am booking clients right now in my intimacy coaching business. You can scroll down and get a hold of me for more information on that as well. I hope that now you feel like you've got a better idea about what the benefits are of letting the sun shine where it normally does not. So until next time, I'll see you in the locker room. Cheers.
Do the sex.